I've just got a little bit of PowerPoint. My name's Nick Barnwell. I'm recently the chairman of the Porchway Club in Derbyshire. You can also see on the screen you've got Gavin Jones, who's the secretary, and then you've got Andy Morley, who is our IT geek. So he does all the social media and that sorts of thing. Okay, so what we're going to go through this evening, briefly, we're going to touch on some health and safety points for the meeting. Who are we? What have we set out to achieve? How are we doing it? What have we learned? And any questions at the end from you gents. Okay, so obviously we're in a little housekeeping during the presentation. So due to COVID-19, can we please remember to abide by the following rules with regards to health and safety? Can you all make sure you wash your hands? Don't forget to sing happy birthday twice while doing so. Cover your face, especially to us beauty challenged individuals. Make space. If you were singing out loud whilst washing your hands, this has probably happened automatically. And also remember to the rule of 6, although quite frankly, I'm hard pushed to find five other people who want to be in a room with me. So if all else fails, just stay safe. Okay, so who are we? Well, in Derbyshire, we are very fortunate to have many affluent lodges holding regular initiation ceremonies, and our members come from all across the province of Derbyshire, many of which are new to Freemasonry. This, coupled with our 4 rules of joining, gives us a good selection of candidates. So as long as these rules apply to you, we're open to everybody. And these rules are: any person who is aged 18 or over, has been initiated into Freemasonry, is a current subscribing member of a craft lodge in the province of Derbyshire, and has not yet been installed as the worshipful master of any craft lodge. So it does give us a good focus group. What have we set out to achieve? When becoming a Mason, it's common that your Masonic circle of friends is small. We've found out that individuals may not know anybody in their lodge. The Porchway Club is here to support them from the initial steps in joining a lodge, right through to becoming the master of their own lodge, and in some cases even further, with strong bonds of friendship. We have all been in the situation and know that joining an organisation and not know many people can be quite daunting. So what have we set out to achieve? Well, quite frankly, our objectives are quite clear. To serve as an independent organisation to the Provincial Grand Lodge of Derbyshire, to encourage retention, visiting and Masonic learning in the province of Derbyshire, to encourage the attendance and welcoming of new brethren at initiations and social events, and to provide a voice of junior and younger brethren to the Provincial Grand Lodge. So basically, how are we doing it?
And now, the sacred rite. Turn around, touch the ground. Then you pull your Y-fronts down. So mote it be.
Okay, that's not actually how we're doing it. What we're doing is helping a newly made brother navigate their way through the first 3 degrees. We're also here to support each other to help grow our Masonic circle of friends. We attend each other's meetings either as a group or as individuals to help support each other. And by joining together for regular social events, which include anything from pub quizzes, go-kart racing, hiking, and other social activities you can think of. But most importantly, we're always looking for more. And here's an example.
Gentlemen, start your engine.
Yeah, mate.
That's why it's useful to have an IT geek amongst the board. Well, nothing in life worth doing is easy, and as a board, we've hit a number of hurdles along the way, and no doubt we'll hit more. But thus far, this is what we have learned and found hard to achieve. Juggling meetings and social events between work and family time, taking over the reins following a period of stagnation and inactivity, and establishing a rapport with province but remaining an independent organisation, engaging with the members to find out what they really want, and establishing a bank account during lockdown and finding opportunities to create revenue. And that's enough from me. I'll open up the floor to any questions from yourselves.
Nick, that's brilliant. Yeah, I wasn't expecting a presentation quite as entertaining as that. That's great. Thank you very much. Your structure and membership sounds quite similar to my own clubs in Essex Cornerstone. Like a young Masons club, which is independent of province, but also kind of working alongside their province as well. Yeah. What's the kind of future for your club in particular? What are you looking to do? Hopefully, once things get a little bit back more to normal, or even if this is the new normal, what would your plans be?
Well, although we've been going for a couple of years now, we're still fairly new, because up until recently it was a different structure, and in the last, well, certainly since lockdown, we've changed the structure, we've changed the board, and obviously the three main boards, along with the rest, are starting to get our feet under the table as a new structure. We've got please, Gav, Andy, join in and throw anything in. We've got a massive amount of support from province. The PGM is really behind us and is pushing us to one, have fun, because that's one of his main points that he says, to all young and new Masons. He wants us to have fun, but he's also got some ideas that we can work with him and support Derbyshire, the province. So it's twofold. It's about threefold, supporting each other, having fun, and also, where we can, help province to get new young Masons involved, and to sort of dispel the sort of vision of Freemasonry being for 60 years plus.
Great. And one of the questions that just come through from Matty was kind of, once you go through the chair, can you still be part of the club? Which Gav has answered. I
think it was a hard decision. That one was because initially we took guidance from the province, and I think we'd be losing too much potential kind of input from Worshipful Brothers. But what we didn't want it to do is, we've seen other types of establishments where it collapses as a result of having too many Worshipful Brothers involved, and you lose the focus away from it being dedicated for the new and young Masons. So so what we wanted to do is continue it as a committee and then get invited back, so we've had a few Worshipful Brothers who want to absolutely keep part of the club, but we've kind of managed it slightly separately.
Sure. Okay.
Essentially the Porchway Club was, just to expand on what Gav just said, the Porchway Club was born out of the Derbyshire Foundation Stone, which was I suppose, version 1 of the Derbyshire Light Blues. Obviously, that was looking sort of 10 years ago, I think. So lessons have been learned from what they tried to set up and passed down to us as a committee. And one of the main areas that was highlighted was the membership of the Worshipful Brothers outweighing the young and new members. So we've been very conscious on trying to, tackle that really from day one. So
yeah. And Nick, sorry, a question we've had from Tina is about, what have you been doing to keep your brethren engaged during lockdown for the club? How have you negotiated that?
Lockdown, it's a double-edged sword. Lockdown was a problem because everyone was stuck in a house, but it's also had the benefit of, we had the ability to do lots of, we have a Zoom account, We're on Facebook. We've got WhatsApp. So there's been a lot of Zoom, anything from a quiz with actually, other groups in different provinces. There's been educational Zooms. There's been a lot of chat on the WhatsApp group, and again, Facebook there as well. So we've had more communication due to lockdown than we had before it. Use that as a sort of a springboard, right? Let's keep that going, and it's still going. Although we're not got total freedom yet, but we still have the communications, even though we're up and about now.
That's great. So yeah, how many members do you have? Just coming from Dan. And is there a charge for membership for your club?
I think at the last count we had 85, but I believe we had another one join us today. There is no charge for membership. In order to charge a membership, we believed we had to give something out that was worth it. And as we're sort of setting out now, we've decided to keep it free. There is an encouragement that people purchase a Porchway tie, and sales of that are doing quite well at the moment. Maybe in the future, when we have a little bit more to offer, then we will charge membership. But as I say, we want to get people interested first, and we don't want people to feel as though they have to pay. They've got the subs to their lodges and chapters and things like that. So we've kept it free.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the Porchway tie on Instagram in the last couple of days, and it's a lovely tie. So I'm sure you won't have any problem selling that at all. Do I
detect jealousy there?
No, I mean our two ties are amazing. So, so just the last question just before I move on to Oxfordshire is actually from Cambridgeshire Light Blues, and just want to know. I mean, you might not know the answer to this question, but do you know kind of roughly how many Light Blues you have in your province? Kind of what's your target audience to sign up?
We don't know the definitive answer for that. Province is in the process of trying to work out who we can go to and give us a means of accessing them. So no, we don't know the definitive answer, I'm afraid.
I think in the stretch of Derbyshire, though, we are the only light blue club in the province of Derbyshire, but there are a lot of younger brethren who are eligible to join. But yeah, at the moment, we're still working with province to try and find that route to kind of traction and kind of reach out to more people.
Yeah, sure. Okay, lads, that's brilliant. Thank you very much. Really great to hear from you, and thanks for finally being able to come and showcase yourself. I know we've been in contact for a while, so yeah, really appreciate that. Great presentation, and look forward to I'm going to watch that again on YouTube when I get a chance. Thank you.